It feels satisfying to talk about my personal favorite anime for once, being the lazy ass weeb that I've been for over 2 years. You might be asking why the hell this is my favorite anime, but I thought it was either one of the big three. Nah, let's keep Mitrudo and Mitbeast out of the way. I'm joking, by the way, please don't attack me. By the way, Bleach is actually pretty goated, so that can stay. For Naruto, however, it's pretty good, but the manga's better. Not that I actually read manga though, I find them boring. I need the visuals! Out of the fuck ton of anime I've watched so far, nothing can really beat Gintama. No matter how good some other anime are, even the ones that I'm planning to watch already, it's the GOAT! It's like the Ronaldo of anime in my opinion, sorry to Messi fans. Anyways, for those who have been living under a rock or don't watch anime, Gintama is making a comeback in two ways. Occasionally you get to see the ginpachi sentiments in some episodes in which Gintoki, the main guy as well as the personification I use very often, is a teacher who once did a 4Kids parody. You know, 4Kids and their shitty edits? That's probably where he got the lollipop trick from. If Ginpachi were my homeroom teacher, then I'd never miss a single day at school. They're getting an anime next month, although I'll have to finish the main series first to catch up properly. Hold on, why am I making a video on it then? Ginpachi Sensei is basically a parody of Kinpachi Sensei, which isn't too surprising, as Gintama is basically the master of parodies. One of the main reasons why Gintama couldn't get a proper full English dub is that there are a shitload of jokes that Japanese people tend to get more. It is also absolutely fucking based in many cases. No other anime made me laugh as hard as this absolute gem of Japanese animation. One of the ways Gintama became my favorite anime is that I'm somebody who's into comedy. I've watched several comedy anime myself, even Saiki K, which is one of the closest cousins of Gintama in my opinion. They even had a crossover together. Gintama also has a mix of serious situations, thus making the plotline more interesting and fluid, as the mix of comedy and seriousness is gold. Some people have compared Gintama to Family Guy, and while I can see a lot of similarities, as well as the latter being far more memed, Gintama's more fluid plot is more likely to put me on my seat while watching something. Also, here's a tip. While watching this show, do not drink anything. You're gonna die of laughter. Sometimes you would be wondering how the fuck this show didn't get cancelled despite being too based for TV. Cowboy Bebop couldn't be aired fully on TV Tokyo due to a lot of violence. The final 2 episodes of Mermaid Force were released as an OVA due to a lot of violence. And the final episode of School Days couldn't be aired, as at the time there was an incident in Kyoto, Japan, in which a 16-year-old girl deleted a police officer from the world by axing him, who happened to be her father. I had to phrase it like this so YouTube doesn't come after me. But fuck School Days though, that anime sucked. Nice boat by the way. Japanese TV networks set boundaries on what could be broadcast in anime and what couldn't be, like with every other TV show. But even after mocking a whole fucking politician, who himself became a huge internet meme in Japan at one point, Gintama still got away with being the real master of parodying. It's too fucking base to be cancelled. That's why it's my all-time favorite anime. Being from a largely socially conservative country, Gintama nails surreal comedy pretty well. Also, it is one of the most powerful weapons banned for war. One of my favorite arcs so far is the Yoshiwara arc, which, spoiler alert, is about a kid trying to find his mom in a fictionalized Edo period Yoshiwara district, where the most perfect female anime character happened to be in. We also meet Kamui, who is Kagura's brother. Oh yeah, after so much yapping I forgot to introduce the main characters. Gintama is about 3 freelancers evading rent while doing the oddest jobs possible. Get Backers has a similar premise, but that can get another video. If I don't forget about it 2 seconds later, that is. Gintoki is a samurai who fought against aliens years ago with 3 of his old partners and a pachinko-playing strawberry milk fanboy. Shinpachi is a pair of glasses wearing a human who is the easiest character to cosplay, and Kagura is an alien from a massively powerful tribe in the fictional universe Gintama is set. Just think of them as Nokia 3310s as a humanoid tribe. Anyways, Gintama already has a relatively small library of movies, unlike the likes of the big 3, Pokemon and Detective Conan, that have whole empires of filler movies. There are even 2 live-action movies, which although I haven't seen them yet, already seem more promising than Netflix's live-action anime remakes, except for their One Piece remake, that looks promising though. I'd rather have that than the worst Snow White adaptation to ever exist. I'll watch it and tell you what I think, so you don't have to suffer through this absolute garbage that's more poisonous than the poison apple Snow White ate. Now Gintama's getting a brand new movie, which is the remake of the Yoshiwara arc. You might be thinking, wait what? I thought Gintama ended already through the very final movie. What's this supposed to be, the trophy or something? No wait, that'd be Ginpachi Sensei. First you have the semi-final, then the very final, and finally the trophy. Then you have a remake of the Yoshiwara arc. Yeah, there's no end to the Gintama Empire even if the manga ended, and that's cool. Now I wonder when One Piece will end. Probably when Luffy finds the One Piece, but it's been nearly 3 decades already. But the One Piece is still real! So what are the differences between the original and the remake? Let's first state the obvious. It'll be freshly reanimated and in the CinemaScope aspect ratio, cause 16:9 ain't enough for a banger movie. Another major difference is that in the movie, the Shinsen Gumi appears, and we can't forget about Zura. No wait, I mean Katsura. Anyway, it's nice to see a cool retelling of the arc, with the literal police joining in this time. Besides the retelling of the arc, the movie would also feature content not seen before. Would this mean they'll mock the Warner Brothers again? I don't really know, they might. By the way, the first 2 movies were absolute cinema, and since the Yoshiwara in Flames arc was fire, no pun intended there, I'm definitely looking forward to the movie. Oh yeah, like usual, all the original voice actors are returning, except for Hinawa's one, who passed away recently. Rest in peace. So since Gintama's doing a massive return this year, what other anime is coming back? There's One Punch Man whose season 3 is coming next month. Although I'm not too hyped since the second season wasn't so exciting after they switched studios. Its opening is a total banger though. Another one that's returning is Spy Family, not Spy X Family. That's what I thought when I first heard about it, returning next month as well. Man, it's like October 2025 is the new anime season. But anyway, I'm sure fellow Gintama fans are also looking forward to Ginpachi Sensei becoming an anime. But hold on, I gotta finish the whole series first. By the way, I'm ending this video with my Shinpachi cosplay right here. That's all for this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys when I have the opportunity to do so. And as always, peace.